Maybe a little more instability this year with this class with decommitments, commitments, stuff like that. Was there any part of that attributed to the 25-man signing cap that you had on the class?
Yeah, the 25 signing cap was a challenge, and I can tell you I'm not alone in saying that. I mean, I'll give you a great example. In the past, when you hit midterm and you knew a guy wasn't going to qualify academically, you signed him, and you helped him go to a junior college, and you helped give him that hope that he can come back to a school like Tennessee. This year, when we hit December, we did a real thorough analysis of what these academic risk was on a lot of these players. And we had to part ways with a few guys for academic reasons. And, you know, you get criticized for it. But the fact of the matter is, you have to make those kinds of decisions and you can't help them. And it also was a real, it was tricky down the stretch because so many of these guys wait until signing day to make a decision. And you have to, normally in the past, you can, you know, get a few more commitments and oversign some of these guys at the end, and it'll work out. But this year, you had to really think twice about stretching too many NLIs out there because it was going to be a 3-for-1 penalty. And so I think a lot of schools find themselves, you know, a little short than what we normally would be. And so, yeah, is it tricky? Yeah, that's the rule. I've been against it. I'm going to continue to be against it because I don't think the rule we had in place hurt the young people. I think it helped them in a lot of ways. It helped them gray shirt and keep their opportunity. It helped them place in JUCO, and we're not able to do that anymore. So, but that's the rules.
You ended at 21 today. Did you ever plan on that? Maybe lost two guys to have something to play with at the end of this?
Yes, because I felt like there might be some guys falling out that is, you know, didn't happen before because of this 25 thing. You know, it was last night. There were a lot. Everybody in the SEC there was a lot of jockeying going on out there trying to figure out who's getting who, because it's going to impact who you can send an NLI to. You know, it's tricky, but that's the rules. Can't bitch about them. Is that a bad word? That's my first slip-up in 2 years. Whoops. Rewind that.
Still a lot of unsigned players out there.
Huh? God, I can't believe I did that.
There's still a lot of unsigned players out there that y'all might have.
There'll be some. There'll be some. Time will tell. And you know what? I also wasn't afraid. I wasn't going to take a marginal player to fill out everything because I'm not sure we can get to 25 next year, so you can always count back next year.
How does the 25-man limit affect the coach's ability to get a young man to wait until smoke is cleared and then decide, you know, maybe after signing day?
Yeah, it's hard because, you know, you want to be honest with them. You don't want to misrepresent, and you know, you have to tell them, look, I can't send you an NLI right now, but if another guy doesn't come, I'll send you one. Well, boy, you really want me, don't you, Coach? You know, and these other schools are saying, we want you, you're our guy. And so it's hard.
So he's got to take the scholarship, that's sure.
He doesn't have to, but what would you tell your son to do? You know? But I think this is what makes it hard, because if he wants, you know, you could sign guys, and when you oversigned them, you still give them the opportunity to come to Tennessee. And I think that's where a lot of the confusion happens. You know, people think when you oversign, you just kick guys on the street and they can't go to college. And that's not what's happening. It's not what's real. What we've done is we've taken one or two rare exceptions, rare circumstances where it wasn't managed properly, and we've turned it into a national crisis. And you know, it's what happens. You overreact. We had a good rule in place that was in place for 1 year.